What's up YouTube, Crafty here and welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory. So in today's episode we have Friday's Foot Champions gameplay. So all these games in this batch are Fridays, and then I'll do Saturdays tomorrow, and then Sundays on Wednesday, and then we'll finally do the rewards on Thursday. So that's the schedule for this week. As you can see here, guys, these are the two teams I took into Foot Champs. Just wanted to show you my records so far with these players. This is all, well, Cardi is all D1, great goal to game ratio and goal contribution as well. And let me tell you guys, this team is absolutely insane. By far, probably my favourite team so far I've used this year. As you can see, it's called B team because it was supposed to be a B team. This is kind of a fitness team that we built that was supposed to be decent. But I'm actually enjoying it more than my team with Lacazette and Kazawa and Kante and Bailly and Smalling and things like that. So today's episode, you can tell from the title, is the best striker in FIFA. And damn right, guys, you're looking at him right now. Cardi, what a beast he is. Absolutely insane player. You'll see from these first batch of clips how prolific he is. He just doesn't really miss, to be honest. You get him in an opportunity where he can score, and he will score for you. Look at that finish. So yeah, Cardi, he's kind of, took us forward and into Foot Champs, really. So again, the Cardi there, just bang him on with his weak foot. I just got to say to you guys, you've got to pick a Cardi up. This team probably costs like 120,000 coins, if that. Probably actually a little bit more because non-gun is still quite expensive. But Icardi costs like 60k. Best striker in FIFA, in the game I've used. I prefer him to Team of the Year Suarez. He just gets in better opportunities and seems to rob the ball back more often than not. So this is the other team we started Foot Champions with. It does change. I thought it was quite a nice built team. I wanted to try that Ben Yedder because I come up against him a few times and struggled. We moved Lacazette down into the centre mid position. He's got those high work rates that I love, and he's got decent physical, so I thought he could do a job, and that would put Kazawa on full chem. And I thought I'd give this team a try. A bit of a mistake in hindsight. It shouldn't have really taken a team I ever played any games with into Foot Champs. But you live and learn, guys. You live and learn. So coming up against a real decent team here. Got a 4-3-2-1. Hazard, Bale, Benzema. So a real decent team. And unfortunately, things didn't go well for us. So we pick up a win in our first game. And our second game it doesn't start well. We go 1-0 down. And it kind of continues on in this format. So yeah, a bit of a mistake from me really using this team. So something we need to rectify, and you'll see me change the team, but I'm still not quite happy with it. It's the right hand side I don't feel that comfortable with, but you'll see the changes I make. Just a poor performance really good player. GG, fair play to him. He's got poor man's Road to Glory, so he's obviously built that team, I guess, same as this Road to Glory, where you don't put any FIFA points and you just you play and earn and that's it, and you build the best team you can. So coming up against a pretty decent team here. I saw you had a Cardi up top, so although it isn't the 87, it's the 86, still was a little bit worried because he is a beast. A beautiful ball there from Gomez straight into a Cardi, and a Cardi just doesn't miss them. 1-0 up in the third game, and I'll tell you what, guys, Gomez, for the 20,000 coins ish or less you pay for him, he is an absolute beast. Great finish from him there. He's got 4-star. I've put, because of the pace for a cam, he's got plenty of pace, so I put just finisher on him, so boost up that physical and that shooting, and he just becomes an incredible player. So picking up our second win there, which was pretty nice. So yeah, definitely pick up Gomez. If you play with cams, he will do the job. He's not good enough for striker. He'll get bullied off the ball, I think, too much. But it might be worth a go. But yeah, if you play in that cam position, definitely give it a go. So this was a pretty frustrating game. Pretty boring game at that. Martial puts us ahead. late on into extra time, and this guy just kind of gets straight back in. I mean, what is going on there with my defending? And this is something I wanted to talk about this episode. You'll see from these penalties here, and this kind of continued in this vein. Some games, it just like, I mean, that one, he's dived left, but it's hit him straight. I don't really get what's going on, but yeah, there's definitely some sort of handicap I think that's in the game, and I know I've talked about it before and said I don't think it really exists, but there's some games you just can't do anything. No matter what you do, it just kind of won't register. And yeah, it's just really frustrating. Is it this penalty? No, it might not have been this game. It might have been a future game, but yeah, just really frustrating. And you'll see some clips, and I'm tempted to make a video about it, but I know it'll bring a load of hate probably to the channel, which is not something I really want to do. But it's something I felt so strongly this weekend. Is there's certain games my players played like they were on fire, and other games that are slow and sluggish and taking extra touches, like slow ones, not gathering the ball. And this is on when they're all on full fitness, because obviously we got our fitness team now. We're playing with two teams, so I could understand if it was the second game of a batch of games we played. But yeah, really frustrating. You'll see some more clips in a second, so I'll come back to it. But Icardi there scoring another goal for us, which was pretty sweet. This guy gets back in the game though with Mahrez, a nice finish. Gomez again doing nice work for us. Icardi jiggling people about, bullies his way through and slots that one home. So how many goals have we scored with Icardi so far? I don't know, something crazy. Marshall pulls it back though to all real late on in the 90th minute. Really frustrating. So we go on to extra time, and yeah, we push on. So bringing on Javinko for Gomez because his stamina gets a bit low, but Icardi's there. The boy is there, so he scores his third goal of the game, he gets his hat-trick, and now he gets in behind for his fourth, and a lovely chip to make it 4. So yeah, 4 goals, 6, we were talking about 7-8 goals for Icardi in a few games. Absolutely incredible, guys. You have to pick him up. The guy rage quit after that. He had enough. I don't know why he just didn't see the game out. There wasn't long left, for the sake of losing out a few hundred coins and getting a DNF. Probably worth just sticking around for. But so yeah, we move on up. I didn't like the team we were using, as I said, guys, so I changed it. I put Lacazette back up front. We brought the Chadley back in, the SBC Chadley, got Fekir back in the team, and brought in Dembele, and kind of thought I'd run with this and see how we get on. And things did slowly improve for us. So yeah, I struggled. Obviously we picked up Kyle Walker as well, just slightly better than Klein is. Klein's one of them, same as last year. I come up against him and really struggle. This year, much the same, but when I use them, they just don't seem to make any sense. I just can't seem to play with them. Really frustrating. But coming up against real good teams, he's got that 91 Higuain at top, with 87 Icardi behind him. So I was a little bit worried. I know how good those players are. And this goal, guys, absolutely a joke. So what I was saying about games that just weren't going my way, this was happening a lot. I think I'll leave a bit of the replay in for you for that Bailly goal, but he tries to clear it and like his foot's already gone past, and it's almost like he brings his foot back and it clips off the side and puts it in his own net. Really frustrating. And there was a lot of that going on this weekend of Foot Champs. There just seemed like I could tell straight away whether I was going to win the game or not, you know, within the first kind of 30 seconds, just by the way my players felt, and the way his was. I was kind of watching, here we go, I think we showed the Bailly goal here. So yeah, like, the more and more I look at it, the more and more I don't understand what's gone on here. Like, that's just a glitch. He's gone to clear it, but his foot's gone, like, to the side rather than actually going forwards, and he's just knocked it in his own net. So wow, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, I felt it more and more for champs, and it got to the point where I'm like, what's the point in playing if I know I'm going to lose straight away? And you know, my opponents I come up against the Foot Champs are always good. You've got to be good to get into Foot Champs. So I know when I'm outplayed, but when the game's against you as well, it's just really frustrating. So yeah, there was a lot of that going on. But yeah, we move on up, guys. We go into the next game. We start off well. Gomez into Nainggolan, and we pick up a nice goal there. Sinye plays it into Nainggolan, a nice sweeping little touch. Asamoah over the top to Quadrado, and a lovely finish from Quadrado. So when you see those sort of like touches from Nainggolan, he's sliding in and picking up the ball, and like these little bits here with Icardi, you see how it like just bounced off and just put him perfectly clean through. This was what was happening against me, and it happened both ways. So it wasn't, I'm not just moaning. It's happened to my opponents as well. And it's just really frustrating. It's just like, well, hang on a minute, I didn't deserve that goal. Same way anyone else wouldn't deserve, a goal either. So, it's just rubbish, really. Icardi's still banging them in though, just absolutely incredible. I think that was 5 for him in that game, or 4. Guys, go pick him up. He's insane. So yeah, it was really frustrating this weekend. Don't know how we can counteract it. I tried slowing the game down. I tried, changing my tactics to give my players a bit more room if their touches were being bad. I just didn't understand it. It just didn't make sense. I wonder if this is game. I don't know whether I left it in or not. I think I cut it out, the footage, guys. But there was a game where... I don't think this is the game. I think this is where we win. But there's a game, I refer back to it if it comes up. There's a game we had, I get a yellow card with Dembele for questionable yellow. But alright, I'll get the yellow. I'll take it on the chin. Bad tackle. The guy literally 10 seconds afterwards slide tackles me from behind, takes me clean out, nowhere near the ball. And he doesn't even get booked. Not even a book. It should have been a red. Didn't even get booked. And then I end up getting Dembele sent off for another questionable yellow card. And it's just ridiculous. Like, what is going on with FIFA? It's so broken at the moment. And it's just really frustrating to play this weekend because, we needed a decent run to get elite for the month, which should have been super nice, getting those 12 red informs. But yeah, you just, I suppose it is what it is, but everyone was in the same boat. But for me, it just seemed to come in batches and waves, and it was really frustrating. I'd get a good win streak on the go, and I'll just have a wave of really bad luck. And you can see, guys, from the gameplay, I'm playing decent FIFA, and I am a decent FIFA. I'm not amazing, don't get me wrong, I'm not the best. I don't expect to get 40 every weekend. But I expect to be getting Gold 1 to Elite most weeks, but there just seems to be a little bit of AIDS in FIFA at the moment that's stopping me. So until we can cut that out of the game, I don't know. But you can see like FIFA's playing up, because you can see there, look, 18 wins. It says I'm on Gold 3. We haven't even played that many games. So I left that in there just to show you guys. But this was happening a lot throughout for Champs. So really frustrating. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of bug in the game, but 6 wins off our first 9 is not too bad. If we could pick up another win here and continue that on, that will put us in good stead. But yeah, coming up against a decent team here, he's obviously a decent player, gold sort of or above player to pick up that Pjanic there as a reward, monthly rewards. But yeah, we move on, guys. Still rocking. We're swapping back and forth with our teams. Kante scoring a lovely goal there with finesse. Lacazette playing it into Chadley. Again, get a bit lucky there. And a nice chip ball, and what a goal that was from Lacazette to take it down on the chest and slot that one home. His Lacazette was causing me all sorts of issues as well, and his Balotelli was pretty hard to deal with. Pjanic pushing on through, but he loses the ball, gets it back, and he slots that one home. But we weren't done there with the goal, guys. We get in here with Martial, slots that one into Lacazette, and Lacazette picks up the match ball as he has got a nice tidy hat-trick. So yeah, Lacazette's, again, he's a real decent player, guys, but in hindsight, when you compare Icardi to them, and they are 2 different players, but they're both strikers. Icardi, I think, is definitely the better player. And he's a hell of a lot cheaper. We literally cleared out the club to get Lacazette. Probably cost me 350,000 coins or something like that. So yeah, maybe regretting it a little bit now. So we're trying to get our games worth. He just seems to be in the game in perfect positions, or he just goes missing in games. That's the kind of way it is. So Cardi getting another goal. So I think he scored every game we've played so far, which is pretty insane. And what was really frustrating, I think this time is picking up those losses at the beginning with that team that I hadn't used, and it didn't play right. Luckily, I spotted it early on and changed it, and we kind of rectified that. But it'd be interesting to see where we had finished in Foot Champs when we actually just used this team all the way through, because we haven't actually lost a game with this team so far. So it was performing really well. It's a real cheap team. So, like we've said earlier, coins aren't everything. I'm coming up against some real good opponents, but still managing to beat them with reasonable ease. This guy just kind of fell to bits after the second goal. I read that like a book, and Icardi picks up another goal, which was pretty sweet. So Icardi's a beast. I can't highly praise him enough. So another man of the match performance for him. Another victory for us against a Liverpool fan, which was always a little bit sweeter for me. So yeah, win number 8. So we progressed to silver 3. This was a pretty frustrating game. I don't know whether this was the game, but his Musa was just like insane. So again, this is a game I felt straight away from kickoff that something didn't feel right. His Musa was like, he's got really low physical Musa, but he was like bullying Smalling off the ball. It was ridiculous. And even with a stat card on, see, this was the penalty, guys. So I go the right way. I should have got the save, but it ends up in the back of the net. So it was just one of those games that was just dead against me. I bought on Javinko to see if he can make a bit of difference, which he did, setting up Lacazette, who slots that one home. But yeah, just again, a really frustrating game that I didn't think I deserved to lose. It was a new team, obviously. He's a decent FIFA player, don't get me wrong. But I think I deserved to win that game. But the game was, I felt, against me. He sent me a message afterwards. I got a lot of messages this weekend, a lot of salty players, and to be fair, I was quite salty over the weekend. But kept coming up against another really good team, guys, with player of the month Hazard and Sterling, and the informed Gray up front. And this guy was difficult. He could use Gray really well, and Hazard also, and he smashes that one home. So we go 1-0 down. So we're actually behind for the first time in Foot Champs, and to be fair, this guy was a real decent player, and that's why he goes 2-0 up. But again, the game just didn't feel right. Just sometimes, I don't know whether you notice it yourself, just frustrating penalty there for me. This game wasn't going anywhere, so I just quit this game out, just because I could see myself getting frustrated, and I didn't want to take that on into the next game. So 2-0 down with a penalty, nothing's going on in the game. I can't even put a pass together. Something's not working for me. So let's quit out and move on. So Gomez here on a spectacular run, and he is a beast, guys. Honestly, one of the best cams I've used in the game so far. And Cardi there with an absolute rocket, with a finesse into the top corner. But Cardi's good. He kind of sets the plays up a lot of strength, and although his passing's low, his passing's actually really good, and he always ends up in the box towards the end of the game, or the end of the play, sorry. So picking up another 2-0 victory, so still haven't taken a loss with our B team, which is crazy really. We built this team to kind of back up our first team. It's kind of making me re-evaluate what we're going to do moving forward into next week. So don't want to spoil too much. I know I normally can't contain myself and end up spoiling some games for you, and kind of how I get on, because I just get excited and want to talk about it. But we could have hit elite, and that's still possible with the run we're on. So coming up against another really good team, and again, this is a frustrating game for me. Catches me out on the counter here from corners. Why there's only one player back from a corner, I'll never know. Something I think they need to address, EA, because that's just not something that happens really in real life. But yeah, gets a bit lucky there. But we're determined, guys, after picking up a nice victory in the last round. Lacazette, bang, lovely, and that's why he is in the team. You get him a bit of space and you can let him fly. So yeah, moving on, he hits me pretty much straight back with the kickoff glitch, which is really, really frustrating. Again, something EA really need to address. I mean, look at the luck there. Look at it, just bouncing around, lands straight to Son, and Son's just got a tap in really from there. Get a little bit lucky myself, to be fair, there with Lacazette, so I was quite chuffed with that. And I don't mind, people scoring lucky goals, but it's got to go both ways sometimes. Charlie doing some nice work, Lacazette getting in here and slotting that one home on his weak foot into the bottom corner, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, nice to pick up. This guy was a really good player, to be fair. Fell apart a little bit when I got back into the game, and just kind of tried to dictate the game from there and pull him out of position, which I did, and Lacazette with another goal. So yeah, pretty good start to FUT Champs. Again, guys, we said last week that we're going to play as many games as we could on a Friday, because that's when we seem to pick up our most wins, and that was very much the same this week. So yeah, good performance all round, really. Yeah, Saturdays is a day I struggle with, so something we've got to look at. Maybe I don't play any games on a Saturday, or I play them later on in the evening. But it's pretty hard, guys. You know yourself. You got to have a life and try and get out and do stuff as much as you can. But yeah, I think this is last game coming up here, guys. And Asamoah there with an absolute belter, and he has got it in him, guys. Again, Asamoah with those high work rates. I stick a backbone on him to improve his physical defending and his passing, and it makes him an incredible Kante-like player. He's just go up and down. He's got good pace, good strength, good passing, and he'll do a decent job for you. 9 goal in there to make it 2, and it just gets better from there, really. So this B team is just something else to behold. I don't think we lose a game in this first episode. Gomez slotting that one home again, absolute beast Gomez is, and this guy had enough, I believe, and rage quit. So yeah, pretty nice way to end the episode, guys. Absolutely dominated that game, and we hit silver 2, which is pretty sweet, and a nice start to our FUT Champions. So we finish up on, I believe, 11 out of our first 16 games, so it's a really good start. I'm thinking if we can continue this run, we could potentially hit elite. So that was the plan, guys. But that's going to be it for today's video. So if you have liked it, hit a big thumbs up on the video. And if you're new around here, please subscribe. But until next time, guys, take care. Peace.